Hi boys and girls, welcome back to the Stick and Brush. Today I've got for you another episode, I guess, of Can I Dupe It? And today I'm going to use the most hated palette on YouTube. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette. This came out a couple years ago and it was universally hated. I, however, kind of like it. So I'm going to go ahead and try doing another YouTuber's look and see if I can pull it off. But before we get into it, as always, if I could ask you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit the little bell and so that you're notified whenever I put out new videos. Go ahead and also like this and follow me over on Instagram at stick_and_brush. Okay, so everybody hated on the Subculture palette. Everybody loved Anastasia Beverly Hills until this, and since then she's been trying to make a comeback. She's done some pretty good palettes since then. Right now she's really overloading everything with all of her Norvino palettes, but I just think this has a lot of really pretty fall colors in it. A lot of people say it's not the easiest to use, but it is discontinued from Anastasia Beverly Hills, but you can still find it at TJ Maxx. I actually saw one for $19.99 just the other day. So they are still available. There are also lots of dupes. There are dupes from a couple of the traditional dupe companies that make it look just like this. I also know, if I'll check it out and find out what it is, but the name of it, but Makeup Revolution has one of their dupes. It's not really a dupe. It pretty much has all the colors. They're not in the same order and they add in a couple extras. I'll try to put that up here as well so that you can see that. But and actually a lot of people have said some of the dupes are even better because it's not the colors, it's the formula in this that they don't like. So I am going to try to be duping from a YouTuber. Her name is An Knook. I don't know if I'm saying that right. She has 1.5 billion subscribers. I mean, not that many, almost though. She has, looks like just about over 2 million. She is not one of the YouTubers that I normally watch. That's not saying anything bad about her. That's just, she's not one of the ones I normally watch. So I just I picked up the palette that I had on top of my vanity and I thought I'm just going to try to do a look using this palette, and I just did a Google, or not a Google, but a YouTube search just to see what I could find. So I'm going to try to do this the same way I did this last time. I'm going to be watching it here on my computer, and then I will break it up and also put it up in the corner for you to sort of watch along, but the audio and the video might not be all together because I'm going to be editing what you see here. So let's get started. I don't have, the only makeup I have on right now besides my skincare is I did prime my eyes with my Benefit Boing Concealer, Boing Cakeless Concealer. So that's where we're starting. These palettes do have quite a bit of fallout, so I thought I'm not going to do my face before everything else. So let's see what we get into.
And I'm going to blend this all over in my crease using
okay.
my Sigma E40 brush.
Okay, now she has shadow shields, which I've never used, and I'm cheap. So I am going to use Scotch tape. I have never done this before either, so we'll see how this works. All right, I am just putting this here. For those of you who have never used shadow shields or don't know what shadow shields are, they keep well, there's 2 points to them. One that she's using it for is to keep a straight line, so you can blend your makeup out past that, but it's not going to go there. So when we take it off, you'll see a straight line. The other thing you can use it for is to keep the fallout off. And that isn't, like I said, I haven't done the rest of my face, so that's not really an issue. Normally you place them so they're about the corner of your eye to the tip of your eyebrow. Now my eyebrows, I was never into the, you know, tweezing them tons. This is just pretty much, I do a little bit of maintenance right through here, but this is just how my eyebrows grow. So my eyebrows don't come out quite as long as a lot of other people's do. The tails don't. So I brought them down, the tape down just a little bit. So now that I look completely goofy, let's get into this. And as always, I am using my Moda Pro brushes. And the first color she's going into is Edge. So she is just blending that all throughout her crease. This is one of the most gorgeous mustard yellows that I have ever seen. And I know mustard yellow is not for everybody, but I think it's much wearable than a lot of people think. It can be blended out, but it's such a pretty fall shade, and you all know that I am totally into the fall colors right now. Okay, let's see what she does next.
Going from inner corner to the outer corner, just blending this all over my crease. And in case you're wondering what these white things are next to my eyes, these are shadow shields, and I now sell these on my website. I noticed in a lot of my previous videos, everyone was like, what are those and where can I get them? So I decided to sell them on my own website. I will link them down in my description bar where you can get them. So now for my next shade,
she's
I'm
going
going
into
with the
Destiny.
Destiny. I'm going to blend this in my outer V. At least that's where I'm starting, because I really wanted to softly build this up.
It's a beautiful olive green color.
Too much of this product, but just slowly starting to blend this in my outer V, and then I'm going back in with more and more product, and then I'm also going to take it a little bit more higher towards my crease. But first I'm just focusing in this part, and then I take it up higher. And the brush that I'm using is by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's their blending brush. So now I took it way more higher, but yeah, I always like to start with less product.
Okay, let me catch up with her there. And as you can see, I'm just going to do one eye here, and then I'll do the other eye off camera to save time. I know this is one of the colors that a lot of people had problems with in this palette. There were rumors or talk, I guess, that after there was such a bad problem with the first pressing, that Anastasia Beverly Hills actually did a second pressing where they did something a little different, and I think maybe I have one of those, so I don't have the problems, or at least I haven't had the problems that other people have had. It also could be that a lot of the big YouTubers at the time, you know, who got it, they're really terrific with makeup, and, you know, they're super pros at blending, and I'm just not. I don't know, but it works for me. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna wipe this off before we go on. All right, let's see. I think she wants us to go back into Edge.
I'm going back in with the Edge eyeshadow, and I'm going to blend a little bit more of that around the edges, because I did find it to look a bit harsh. So I'm just going all around the crease area.
Okay. Where do I have a stray hair? It's one of mine, not the brushes. I have so much hair, it goes everywhere. Okay, now it looks like we're going into kinetic, or electric, I'm sorry, which is going to be this color right down here. Let's see.
I'm going in with the shade Electric, and I was really excited to try out this shade because in my previous video I swatched it and it didn't came out really nice. So I did make my brush wet using some fixed spray on it to give more pigmentation, and it turned out really nice, but I do feel like it could be better. And if you
okay, I'm gonna just try this dry real quick just to see what it does for me. Oh, I don't feel like I'm having problems with any kind of pigmentation. Sorry, it sounds like somebody's... Sounds like a mowing their lawn or something, but not really mowing their lawn. There's some kind of equipment going on outside. This is what I get for trying to do something in a normal hour. If I do this at 2 a.m., I don't have this problem. Okay. Alright, let's see what she does next.
This palette, it would be really nice to like pop in your inner corner just to give it some extra effect.
Okay.
So now I'm going in with this bronzy shade, and I'm using a wet brush again, and I'm going to softly blend this on top of the electric shade to make these shades melt into each other, and just making dab motions on the eyelid to get as much pigmentation as possible. And the brush that I'm using is a MAC.
Okay, so we're pretty much just putting this in the middle. Maybe I'll try to wet that. We'll see. This one is a shade that is completely falling apart on me. I will admit that. I don't know. I think I'm getting the pigment. Let's see. Oh, I just went to do my other eye, and of course I have no other makeup on my other eye.
So now I switch my brush into a blending brush which has no product on it, just to blend around the edges to make sure that it blends well into the matte eyeshadow.
Okay. We will do that. Okay, now that's getting a little on the muddy side there. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that gold bronzy just kind of went everywhere. All right, let's see what we can do to fix this. Okay, I am going to go into a shader brush. Actually, no. First, I'm just going to go back into Destiny, the green. I'm going to bring more of that out. I think the blending is where it all went bad. Remember how I just said that, you know, people that were much better at blending had problems, but I didn't? Maybe I'm getting better at blending, so that's why I'm having problems? Okay. Now I'm going to go back into electric, this time with just a shader brush. I'm just going to pat it. And then back into Adorn a little bit. Okay. Yeah, if you can see how bad that color is right now. Yeah, how bad that looks. And I haven't used this that much, but it's kind of all over everything. Alright, so then she takes the tape off. She's probably going to do, I think she's going to do her under eyes and her liner. So what I am going to do, I'm going to go ahead off camera. I'm going to do this eye. I'm going to do the rest of my face. I'll come back and we will finish everything up. Be right back. I haven't finished the rest of my makeup, but I did just finish this other eye, and I wanted to go ahead and just kind of pull it off to let you see what it looks like when you do that. You have the extra eye makeup there, and then you have a nice crisp line where your eyeshadow did not bleed over. So now I'm going to go back and fix the rest of my face and everything, and then I'll be right back to finish up the eyes. I am back with almost the rest of my face done. The only thing I've done to my eyes are my brows. So let's follow along and see what else we have to do.
So now I'm removing that shadow shield, and you can see it comes in so handy. It leaves me with a super clean and sharp line. So now I'm going in with my Wicked Gel Eyeliner by Sigma Beauty. And I'm using this in combination with a Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeliner brush. And I'm just going to line above my lash line. Now I switch my brush into a Sigma eyebrow brush, and I'm going to use this to create that cat wing. And because I use that shadow shield, you can see it left me with a straight line, which comes in handy because you can use it as a guideline to where you want to place your eyeliner.
Okay.
So that's really nice if you struggle with creating a straight line or something. And on top of that, I went in with the liquid liner by NYC. Now I'm going in with the Marc Jacobs Blacker Eyeliner Pen.
Okay, so I don't have any of those specific products. I am just going to use my Physicians Formula liquid eyeliner pen. And I've already got a little too high. She does the wing a little differently than I do, and I'm going to try it like that. It might be an absolute disaster. We'll see. She just follows this line here, and yep, that's pretty thick. And not very straight. I'll see what I can do to fix that. She also goes a little under here, and by a little I mean kind of a lot. But we'll see what happens. And this side I always have to do it opposite, so ooh, that's way too high. I think my eyes are way too hooded to have this bold of a wing, but okay, what can we do here to... Alright. These just go out way too far for me. So what I am going to do is take a little brush, like a liner brush. And I used my Juvia's Place Shadestick today. I'm actually going to see if I can cover it up with this. I might have to go into the concealer, but let's see. That's a little better on that side. Let's see what we can fix on this side. That's better. They're definitely not perfect by any means, but they're not horrible. Alright, so let's... Okay, she is tight lining. I will use my L'Oreal Infallible for that. Do I have enough? Do I need to sharpen? Oh, looks like I need to sharpen. I will be right back. Alright, let's try this again. And now I have eyeliner all over me. I am such a mess. Okay, I can't do this holding that. And I also have it on my thumb. I don't know why this isn't working very well. Might have a little lash glue on it. Okay, that is done. Let's go back and see what she says to do next.
So I'm going to apply this all over in my waterline. Also, I'm going to apply this on the waterline underneath my upper lashes to make it extra smoky. So now I picked up this Blam palette and I'm using the black eyeshadow. You can use any black eyeshadow. This was just the palette that was laying near me, so I needed a black shade, so that's why I used this. So I'm going to apply this underneath my lower lash line, also slightly on top of my lash line, so there's no skin showing through anymore. I wanted it to be like super black.
Okay, so I need to get a black eyeshadow. Should have been a little more prepared for that, but I'm gonna go ahead. And the closest one I have is my Pat McGrath. So let's get another brush. Okay. And pretty much, I think I'm just connecting the black here. This is a very nice black. Of course, you do not need to use Pat McGrath at all. It just happened to be on the top of my palettes. I have black everywhere on me. Total mess. Okay, let's go back to the video and see what she says now. Looks like we're going back into edge a little bit.
And then I'm going to blend that out using the Edge eyeshadow. And I'm using a very tiny blending brush from Boozy Shop, I believe. And I'm just going back and forth. And it was really funny to see that when you blend the black shade with this yellow shade, it turns in a sort of green shade, and it's like exactly the same green shade as in my crease, so it turned out really nice. So now for my mascara, I use the MAC Bold and Bad Lip.
Okay. Yeah, it does kind of turn into a little bit of an olive green. Not exactly, though. am using the color switch a little more often because of that black bleeding down. Okay, now I am actually, surprise, surprise, not going to do lashes today. I've been wearing tons of them lately, but I am just going to use my Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir. It is still one of my most favorite mascaras of any brand. Oh, and my animals are playing that game where they're inside the bedroom and you have the door shut, so they want out, and you let them out and you shut the door and they want in. I'd love to just install one of those grocery store automatic doors in my bedroom. Because my husband is out there watching, I think, some James Bond movie, and you don't want to hear that. Well, maybe you do, but you can do that afterwards. And you know what I forgot to do again? Curl my lashes. There will be a day when I actually remember today is not that day. I swear, in order to remember to curl my lashes, I have to pull out my lash curler before I do everything and have it in front of me, and still half the time I forget. Okay, so we've got lashes, and I'm going to go put on a lip real quick and then we'll talk about everything. Be right back. Back with the final look, and totally unrelated, my Pat McGrath is magnetized enough to hold my headband. I don't know why I find that interesting, but I do. Alright, so the finished look, and what do we think? Compared to what An did? I think I did decently. I am still not the greatest person with doing eye looks, but I'm getting there. I wanted to do this to prove and to keep showing you guys that if you see a look that you like on YouTube, on Instagram, anywhere, try it. It may not become, I mean, this is the first time I tried this, and you saw me making my mistakes. It might not come out perfectly. You might need to tweak it a little bit for you, but you can do it. You really can. Just take it slow and practice. I don't think for an everyday look, this is a little too smoky underneath the eyes for me, and the wings were a little too big the way she did them. I should stick to the way I do my lids, or my wings. But, you know, I think I did a pretty good job of doing the look. Tell me what you think. I do want to keep continuing this series. Next time, I don't know what I'll do. Give me a palette. Tell me one that you want me to do, and I'll find a look, or find a look for me, and I will try to dupe it either with the actual palette if I have it, or a dupe of the palette. If I don't have it, I will try to find it or a dupe of it. I want to be challenged. I want you to challenge me, so give me something to do. But I think it turned out pretty well, even if this is the internet's most hated palette ever. But I guess that's it. Until next time, thank you so much for being here with me today. I couldn't do it without you. And I will see you in a couple days. Bye-bye.